Namaskar and welcome. I Yatharth Sikka. In the next few minutes, we'll be getting you the top 24 news of the last 24 hours. On his uneven playing field remark, Congress presidential candidate Shashi Tharoor says that in several PCCs, leaders welcomed and met Kharge Sahab. It wasn't done for me. I visited PCCs, but PCC chief weren't available, not complaining. But do you not see the difference in the treatment? Enforcement Directorate arrests IAS Sameer Vishnoi from Chhattisgarh after questioning in a disproportionate access case. The agency also arrested Sunil Agarwal of Indramani Group and Lakshmikant Tiwari. National Commission for Women Chairperson Rekha Sharma tweets and shared a photo of ruckus outside her office. AAP workers protested outside her office as NCW summoned AAP Gujarat Chief Gopal Italia, who purportedly used derogatory language for PM Modi in a viral video. ED filed a prosecution complaint against Rana Ayub under PMLA in special court on October 12 case registered against her alleging that she illegally acquired funds from general public in the name of charity by launching fundraiser campaign on an online crowdfunding platform Keto. Y+ security granted to Imam Umar Ahmad Ilyasi after death threat post-meeting RSS Sarsanchalak Dr. Mohan Bhagwat. On IMF growth projection for India, German ambassador Dr. Phil Ackermann says, "We are very impressed with the latest figure India has put on the table. It's one of the best growing countries in the region, if not worldwide. It gives us a huge opportunity to invest in India." In Assam, a racket providing fake voter ID cards to illegal intruders and D-voter busted by police. 262 fake voter IDs card recovered. Police has arrested the accused Farooq Khan, Abul Ali and Jahidul Islam. The gang used to provide voter card to D-voters against deceased voters. In West Bengal, a division bench of Calcutta High Court orders Mamata Banerjee government to form an SIT to investigate Momnipur violence on Lakshmi Puja. The High Court asked to submit the report within the next 2 weeks. Madrasas have been given an ultimatum by the Uttarakhand CM Pushkar Singh Dhami government to register themselves with the State Education Department within a month or face the risk of being shut down. In Varanasi, a 70-year-old BJP worker beaten to death while trying to stop drunk men from creating nuisance in his neighborhood. A. Satish Ganesh, the Varanasi Police Commissioner, informed that the incident took place on Wednesday night at around 11:30 p.m. The victim, who had been identified as Pashupati Nath Singh, and his son Rajendra Singh stepped out of their house to intervene in a drunken brawl between two groups. In Bareilly, Uttar Pradesh, a case of Muslim resident of the area halting the construction of Hindu temple and threatening a Hindu economic boycott has came to light. Muslims in Baram Nagar village forcibly stopped the construction of a Hindu temple. They also allegedly publicly threatened to shut down the Hindu business. Army dog Zoom, under the treatment at 54 Advanced Field Veterinary Hospital, passed away around 12 noon October 13. He was responding well till around 11:45 am when he suddenly started gasping and collapsed, informed Army official. He had received 2 gunshot injuries in an operation in Jammu and Kashmir. PM Modi flags off new and advanced Vande Bharat Express from Una. The new Vande Bharat Express is the 4th Vande Bharat train that has been introduced in the country and its advanced version compared to the earlier ones, being much lighter and capable of reaching higher speed in a shorter duration. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who flagged off country's 4th Vande Bharat Express train that will run from Himachal Pradesh and New Delhi, said that previous Indian government did not provide facilities available elsewhere even in the 20th century. The Supreme Court has delivered a split verdict on the ban on hijab in Karnataka's educational institution, referring the sensitive matter to the Chief Justice of India for constituting a larger bench. Pakistan has no locus standi to comment on Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan, a global epicenter of terrorism, should shut down its infrastructure of terrorism. We desire normal relations with our neighbors, including Pakistan, says MOS External Affairs Meenakshi Lekhi at CICS Summit. Rajasthan High Court denies bail to Ajmer Dargah cleric Gauhar Chishti, who raised Sartan Se Juda slogan against ex-BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma. It cannot be ruled out that if the applicant is released on bail, he can pose a threat to society at large and affect the law and order situation in the state, the court added while rejecting Chishti's bail application. The International Monetary Fund deemed India's deployment of a direct cash transfer scheme and other social welfare programs as a logistical marvel. An IMF official said that the Indian social welfare programs were impressive as they reached literally hundreds of millions of people. 2 female passengers from Dubai were nabbed by custom officials at Hyderabad International Airport for trying to smuggle 1400 grams of gold worth Rs 74 lakhs. A 20-year-old college girl died in Chennai after a man who was stalking her pushed her in front of a moving train at the St. Thomas Mount police station. The accused, identified as Satya, is currently absconding. Sourav Ganguly opens up on exit as BCCI president. I was the president of CAB for 5 years. I have been the president of BCCI for 3 years. I will go on to do something else now. 15 years of my cricketing career were the best. All these have terms after which you have to leave and go. The challenge as a cricketer is a lot more. As an administrator, you have to contribute so much. I enjoyed it thoroughly, said Ganguly. Ernakulam First Class Magistrate Court sends all 3 accused in Kerala human sacrifice case to a 12-day police custody till October 24. The Delhi High Court has asked the former Popular Front of India chief and founding president of Social Democratic Party of India SDPI Abu Bakar to approach the trial court first for bail. The bench of Justice Anup Kumar Mendiratta has refused to entertain Abu Bakar's petition seeking bail on medical ground and said that in an Unlawful Activities Prevention Act case, remedy for bail lies first before the trial court and then the appeal comes before the division bench of the High Court. India reports 2,786 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The daily positivity rate was recorded at 1.08% and the weekly positivity rate was recorded at 1.05%. We will be back with news at 9 tomorrow. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to our channel.